fire.
Okay. Well, hello, folks. Welcome to another episode of the Hold Fast Garage. So today, what we're doing is taking apart some trim pieces. Started with the headliner, which was a bit of a chore, and there was a stowaway found. So we're taking off this this here, and the only thing holding it on at this point is, you can see my fingers there. There's a weather stripping, sort of a, I don't know, something seal. All right, look away if you're squeamish, and I'll tell you when it's safe to look back. Look away. Inside the headliner? Look at that. I've had a stowaway in here this whole time. Okay, if you're squeamish, you can look back now. It's safe. So we're going to keep prying this and cutting the weather stripping in there. And we'll get this thing off. But we soldiered on. Didn't let that slow us down. Got that taken off. And it was a bit of a challenge. But we got her done. Now, the next piece to remove is the top portion of the dashboard. And honestly, I'm a little nervous because having already found one stowaway, I'm curious what it looks like inside there. But I'll never know if I don't do it. And it's, kind of needs to be done. What I ultimately would like to get to, we'll see if this is the way to get to it, is the odometer, which the tenths of a mile keep rolling, but the single digit miles are not every time the 9 turns over to 0, it's not rolling over another full mile. So I'm losing mileage, which I don't want to do that. I want to know how many miles she has. So we're trying to get in the dash, and there's lights that don't work, whether they're burned out or the fuse is blown. That's what we want. Or maybe mice chewed on the wires, because we have ample evidence of mice now. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna pull this dash off. See how that goes. All right, so since it's pretty much a guarantee that whatever is under there is gross, mask up, because I don't want whatever's in there in my nose holes. Okay. There may be some prying involved. Does not want to move. Okay. All right, so I've consulted the literature and talked to Dad on the phone, and can't seem to figure out why this dash pad, that's what this is, the dash pad, why it's not coming out. Um, so for the door panels, there are fasteners that have to be removed, but then you have to have your removal tools because inside the door panels there's little plastic tabs that also hold them in place. So you got to pop those out. What I don't know, what we can't figure out is there a similar situation on the inside of the dash pad? Do I have to pry out some plastic tabs? I don't know. Is it just wedged, or is there? So on the headliner, there was that sealant material right along here, along the that I had to actually cut with a box cutter. Is that the problem? I don't I don't know. I've never taken apart a dash this old before. So I don't know. We'll keep trying, see what we can figure out. What do you think? By the way, behind the Prince computer there, I found a 1975 dime. Um, and I've decided this was a while ago actually, but we haven't talked about it. Anyway, I've decided that this dime is going to live inside the car in perpetuity because I don't know, it just seems right, you know. But I still can't get this dash pad to come out. Well, it's not coming off. It's right here. I don't know. There's something. I don't know. There's something sticking. It's not. I've got these, the pry bar things that you're supposed to use to take trim pieces off. I don't know. Can't figure it out. So, I'm going to change tactics because it's getting late and I want to accomplish something more than just getting that headliner piece out. So I'm just going to remove every fastener that's in the dash and see what sections I can remove. And yeah, that's the plan. Well, It's getting late. It's about 10:30 in the evening. I did get the onboard computer removed. So that's something. It would be really cool if this thing worked. It did turn on once. I went to start the car and the display lit up and it made lights. But it hasn't done anything since then. So that's that. If I can get that thing working, then we'll put it back in probably at some point. But for now, it's just blocking a portion of the dash, and that includes warning lights. So we're gonna leave that off for the foreseeable future anyway. So the piece that's laying down there, that black piece there, that is the under dash vents. Some people may have other words for them. Can't get that disconnected because there's some cables, but at least I got it down. Anyway, I'm gonna mess with this some more on a day that's not today, and I'll show you when it's that day. So I'll see you then. All right, folks. Well, a few days going by. Still haven't got that dash pad out, but we're gonna keep working. I got a plumber in the house banging away, and I got a crow up here yelling at me. Whatever. So I got a few minutes here on my lunch break while I'm working from home. Wanted to do a real quick something. So this is the vinyl cover that goes over when the top is down, so that you don't have that area exposed. This is the cover that snaps into place. There's snaps here along a couple of spots, and then this is not a great design, but these plastic tabs actually fit underneath the chrome trim pieces along the back. Not a great design. It should surprise nobody to know that pretty much nobody uses it that anymore. Anyway, so it's a mixed bag when it comes to this thing, because it was stored in the trunk of the car for the whole time that it was laid up. So it didn't get any sun damage, which is nice. But as you can see, it's, it's warped. It was folded and like stuff was sitting on top of it. So it's not flat. And wandering the aisles of my favorite toy store, I found some of this condition sauce. It is a mild skin irritant, and since my hands get about as dry as toast in the wintertime, got my gloves on. And I got my lint-free rag here. So it's a nice day in February. It's been in the 40s. There's hardly any wind, which is nice. So I laid it out here so it could soak up some of that solar radiation that was just lying around on the ground, warm it up a little bit, and we're just gonna put a little on this. I'll probably do about 2 or 3 of these. Spray it down, wipe it off, spray it down, wipe it off, and we'll see if we can't get some life back into this thing. I could probably get a new one made or ordered for a reasonable amount of money, but this is the original. This cost me a lot less than making a new one, so we'll give this the old college try. well, she's nice and shiny now, at least. And we did her twice, so everything should have a good coat on it. Hopefully that'll soak in. I'll let this sit out here in the sun for a little bit. This is a UV protectant spray as well, so that'll be good. I'll just let the combination of the moisture of the sauce and a little bit of sun, let that try and relax things a little bit. And I think we'll probably have to do this a couple, 2-3 times, just to get it really to come back around. I don't know if I'll ever be able to use this thing. I've put it on and tried, and it doesn't want to stretch. It's lost some of its flexibility and elasticity over 30 years of sitting folded up in a trunk. But I'm gonna keep trying, see if we can bring it around. And I think, so we've talked about this many times, the goal is to drive the old girl once a week. Now this weekend I'm going out of town. My girlfriend's going to treat me for my birthday, so I won't be able to wrench on it. I won't be able to do anything, but there's a car meetup tonight in Chesapeake, which is only about 30-40 minutes away, avoiding highways. So I think I'm going to brave the chill and take her to a car meetup. And I think I'll take you guys with and see what we can see. Hopefully it goes better than the last one when there was 0 cars. Anyway, stick around. All right, folks, we are in fact about to head to this car meetup. But before we do, did you know that you can drive to the top of the Mauna Kea Observatory? Not the actual telescopes, but you can drive up to them if you got a 4-wheel drive car and you're on the big island of Hawaii, in Hawaii. Yeah, you can drive all the way up there. So what's the coolest / craziest / farthest you've ever driven? Put it in the comments, because here's the thing. If you've stayed here this far into the episode, clearly you like what I'm doing. And if you interact positively with my content, then that helps you see it more and other people see it more. Anyway, enough of that. This right here, this is a terrible idea. Okay? So as we talked, there's a couple of snaps along here, and there's some Velcro back here that's kind of old and sad. But these little tabs that you actually use to attach it, can you see? There you go. So I got a couple of these underneath, and that was, oh man, that was a challenge. I mean, it doesn't help that, as you can see, it's still, it's still pretty crunchy. We're still kind of in the process of stretching it out. I think I'm actually going to need to lay something heavy on that piece over there to get it to actually lay down. So I'm going to take this off again because I don't want it flapping as I'm going down the road. But yeah, I think I'll actually put it in the room above the garage, which is the warmest room in the house, and see if the warmth will help to, just like it was out in the sun earlier today, will help to kind of stretch things out a little bit. We'll see. Yeah, anyway, so we're about to head to this car meetup. You want to go? Yeah, let's go. All right, well, here I am with the beast, and I'll go ahead and show you the absolute banger of a turnout. I tell you what, I couldn't win in a losing contest with these car meetups. When I film it, ain't nobody here. So I guess I'll have a bite to eat and head on back home. Sorry, I'm just as disappointed as you are. Dang it.